Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Andrew. Andrew is from Kyiv in Ukraine. So let's see what Andrew has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello Andrew, how are you?
I'm good. Really good, I must say. And what about
Okay.
you? How is your day?
Yeah, I'm very good. Yes, it's been a beautiful day in London. It's been very warm. So when the sun is out, people love it. How about your day? How was your day today?
My day was just a similar day, like I'm half teacher and half wrestler. So morning was starting with my everyday lessons with my students, and
Yeah,
like today we need to go some stuff in the ring, but it just postponed on a Saturday.
I
So
see. I
yeah,
see.
a little bit of a rest, if I can say it.
Okay, so let's start the interview talking about your both career. Tell me, what do you like the most about being a teacher, and also tell me a little bit more about your wrestling career.
Okay, let's begin with the teacher. So, I personally love about teaching to kind of give my experience, give my thought, give my understanding of language that we're right now talking. I'm an English teacher to the people that not so good at this or not so good at understanding. Like for me, I was almost all my life striving to teach someone something skill that I know, and by the age of 25, I'm more capable of delivering my skills in that form of just educational content, if I can say it like this. Okay, if about it's about the education, so about wrestling, what I can say for me, it's kind of like a second life. You know, like in main
Mhm.
life, you're very like loyal, very knowing a lot of shit, and like you know, like day and night. At day you're a teacher, at night you're a wrestler, like fighting on the ring, and in one of the crowds, there's
Wow,
a lot of eyes to see you. Okay, probably I summarize something like this. So for me, more wrestling is more about like a hobby, like second life that I still invest time, still love this, but still my main premise to teach people.
I love that. I love that. You can combine both careers. I think it's amazing for you to have a day job where you are your best teacher, and also you have your artist side of being a wrestler. I think it's a great to be both. They are totally different at the same time as well. They are, I mean, different, but it's always something for you to enjoy and do something different and new in your life. That's amazing.
Cool. Yeah, kind of
And
this.
where are you from, Andrew?
I'm from Ukraine.
Where's about Ukraine?
Right now, I'm in capital in Kyiv.
Uh-huh. And that's the place where you're born and raised?
Can you repeat, please?
That's the place where you're born and raised in Kyiv?
Actually, no. I was born and raised in different region. It called Zhytomyr, and just I just moved here close to 10 years ago, like for more adult life. Like
I see.
my childhood and my teenage years was in my mother house, like I would like to say in region in Zhytomyr, but in a Kyiv, my adult life.
What's the biggest joy of living in Kyiv, in your opinion?
Freedom. Freedom and a lot of different possibilities who you can be. Because before I become a teacher, I was kind of moved here to be a student, like a
Uh-huh.
psychology student. Psychotherapy
Wow.
student is more about by but on this way when I was learning, I tried myself in different stuff like MLM, tried to uh, quote unquote sell insurance to people that don't know, try myself in some normal jobs, but right now I just figure out that like end point is to be a teacher and be a mentor for the people. So a lot
Amazing.
of possibilities and a lot of freedom, like compared to place where I was raised.
Amazing. Okay, Andrew. So during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through memories in life and share your point of views?
Go on. Yeah.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best full of random fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna play a song now, just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Go.
Let's do it. Right. So before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, good.
First question for you is: what's your favorite season of the year?
Summer. I like hot. I like summer. I like beaches, and I like swimming a lot when I have a
Well,
time.
so tell me, we were born on summertime as well or not?
Yeah, for sure. Like in next month, I will turn 26. So why
Wow.
why I will learn why I love summer that much.
Which day is your birthday next month?
27th of August.
Wow. And what's the plan for your birthday?
I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. I don't like to plan my birthday. I just like wake up one morning, just see my calendar. Like, oh, I turn up one year later. Like, okay, I need to figure out something. How I will celebrate this quote unquote holiday.
And how do you see aging for you? Do you see as a matter of life, or you find it a bit difficult of getting older?
Actually, for me, like when I was a teenager, like from probably 14 to 20, if I can say it like this, for me, it's kind of a burden. Like I'm becoming older, I don't know a lot of stuff. But right now, with much more years than I grow older and older and older, I just figure out like the age is just kind of a matter of experience. Like
Yeah.
if you use it, no matter you did it good in life, did it bad in life, you'd still have an experience in some way or another. So for me, the point like this not syllable, how to say, this mention of your age is just kind of experience point in a game. Like you just experience that much.
Amazing. I love that. Yeah, I think age is in your head. Sometimes you can be very old and feel very young. Sometimes you are very young and can feel very old as well. So it's all about your mind.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, before we start next question, I know a guy like he's almost 45, but he's still kind of feeling young, doing a lot of wrestling stuff. We talk about later. Like he doesn't feel that age, like he said to me. So
So
yeah, as age is just a number for all of the reason.
I'm exactly like your friend. I don't feel my age at all. I feel much, much young. And the older I get, I feel more younger.
And how old are you, if it's not a secret?
Of course, I'm 42.
Oh,
Yes, I'm 42.
well, you look much younger.
Thank you. Yeah, because you haven't seen my gray hair around. I have a lot of gray hair.
Probably.
Next question.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew from Ukraine.
Yeah.
Right. Next question is, which question you don't have an answer for?
Ooh, philosophical question. I like it. Probably. A question why what is really bothering me in my student years is like by learning all of this psychology or learning all of this how the brain works, why we cannot still control our how would I say it correctly? Uh, this primal stuff. Like we have a lot of different studies, a lot of different time, a lot of different experience, but we still cannot learn what is inside our mind properly. So these questions kind of bother me. We figure out like we intelligent so much, but we still cannot figure out what makes us intelligent that much.
Saying that, what's the biggest joy of being Andrew? What do you like the most about being you?
I'm kind and I'm loyal. That's it. I can compare this to kindness and loyalness. Sometimes my kind naiveness, English, good. I could say it like it's backfire, but I still kind of choose my life, like to still be kind, be a better person every day, and to help as much people as I can.
Wow. So tell me something kind that you have done to someone that they appreciate a lot, that they went like, oh my God, that's so nice from you, and to do that. There was something that maybe you do without thinking, without expecting anything. Suddenly, the person said, oh, that's really nice from you, if you can remember something.
Yeah, I have a story exactly like this for this question. So once before a war started, like if you just like mention the news, like in 2022, before this time, one random guy just asked me for help, for financial help. Like as I remember, his girlfriend was sick, very sick, like as I remember with cancer, but it's very light form of cancer. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that guy honestly, but like this feeling, this voice in the back of your head, you
Yep.
need to help it.
Yep.
Well, I helped him. Oh God, I'm trying to remember the exact amount of money that I give him. 30,000 hryvnias. 30,000 hryvnias I give him like just a random guy for help him. He was not expecting because he's asked a lot of people like they are just 500, 1,000 hryvnias, so like this. Like not don't really believe the story like the girlfriend is sick, la la la. But in return, yeah, it was really real story. Like it's my money really helped her to get cured. But
Wow.
this a bad joke, like a very devil joke, I can say, because after all of this story, me and my newfound friend was like left on the side of the road because she left him, and she said like you don't do nothing for me, and it was kind of a funny quest for us both, like to kind of to return this amount of money to me because it was not so my money. So I just get in loan for unknown person just to help, if it's not even a real help, like maybe it just gets scammed. But in the end of the day, I really helped the person. Well, it was a rough road after that, but we still on decent level of friendship, I could say. Help. This story is already over. Like we already like return all the loan that I take. So yeah,
Oh,
we help the person. Person didn't really take this move that we do, but still I get one new friend. So for me, it's kind of like act of self-sacrifice, even I could say, not even like just kindness.
I love this story, and I think that as you said, sometimes nowadays big cities sometimes becomes a business because people they pretend they need it, and at the end of the day they don't need that much. It's just a business around. In London, you can see a lot of that, and sometimes, as you said, if it touches you, if you feel like okay, your intuition says something. I had a situation actually made me remember now. I had a situation once that I was going to work, and suddenly, I was going to a big station, very popular, so a lot of people there, and there are always people begging for money, always asking for money, and you never know. However, I saw this gentleman once. He was literally on his knees, like, ask for money. And I saw him, and I went all the way down to the station, and I was like, I like the same feeling you had. I felt like it touched my heart. I said, you know what? Let me go back. And I went back all the way up again, and I give him some, a little amount of money. And I get your point. I think if your heart talks to you about it, you just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's kind of like I take my lesson from the story. Like if you want to help, like help with your money, don't take loans, and if you help, you like see what you're helping with. Especially,
Totally. Absolutely. Need to be conscious as well.
yeah, be cautious. Like the voice of the back of your head will say a lot of stuff, but you still need to be cautious about what you're doing.
Absolutely. Good.
Uh,
Next question. Let's do it. Okay, so before the next question, tell me how wrestling came into your life.
oh, that's a good question. So, let's take a little bit step further about my childhood. So in Ukraine, we had a TV channel called QTV. Like it was very up and modern to that time. It's like 2010, 2008. Like it was wrestling, anime, like all the talk show. Like we didn't even think about like can be on TV because we are very like just before the USSR was breaking down and Ukraine was independent. Like we don't even know that this world is even existed. Like I'm not talking about like I'm that old. I didn't mention or never lived in it, but still, that mindset from grandparents to parents to you still bypasses. And about this channel, like first of all, I see the channel like it was maybe like the most well-known wrestling organization like
Uh,
WWE, and we just captivated. Like we was arguing: is it real? Is it fake? Is it blood real? Is it chairs real? Is it really hard to hit by it? And all of this back and forward. But it's still kind of forming this fan club about this channel and about this wrestling culture just in general because just this channel, just those two commenters, that is still kind of a legend to us, like to wrestlers. You make an interview on Dustin Lee and Jake Sukkobite, so it was
yes.
two of my friends, like Jake was from Ukraine, so he already know about this. Dustin only just came from America to us to wrestle. I will talk about it later. So come back to this, and because of this fan club, we was like trying to do some moves on our backyard. Sometimes without even mat on some solid ground. I still remember when my friend tried to uh, throw me on, like we call it, like some riverside, like a small field, which right in Ukrainian we call it rivchak. I don't
Okay.
know how to translate it for you, like just a small land, but beside some river. So we was wrestling, kind of mm, trying to wrestle. Like I remember, I throw him, he throw me, and my back was hurt so much. And like, no, 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 guys, let's not do this anymore. So it was a short period of time. Like when it was channel was alive, we was seen, we was kids. After some time, this channel was cut down. Like we didn't see wrestling again, and
Yeah.
my kind of interest also went down. I didn't know, like it's really like, from some time to time in childhood, teenage years, you like hear about something. But the next turning point in my life like was the previous year, 2024. I
Okay.
was just scrolling on my phone on Instagram, just just randomly
Yeah.
by the work, and I saw a promotion, like promo video for a new show that we have in Kyiv. That is kind of our Kyiv organization doing. I remember like it was yesterday, like a huge bar with a huge screen, like it's called Titantron. I don't know, maybe it's on English like this. And the guy was very cocky with the belt, was like trying to invite us for the show. Like I immediately fell in love. Like holy shit, it's wrestling like in childhood. Like oh my god. I remember like the long queue to this bar, like all the people like saying, "Oh no way, the reborn wrestling!" Like no, like in the childhood, and you seen like those signature moves, like from the DX, from the um, John Cena, from all of that famous wrestler that was in then. But right now, the like our Ukrainian guys, like still up and coming stars, trying to mimic and something doing more. So I was kept captivated by this. And what was picking from me, like in the middle of a show, the ring announcer said, if you want to become like these guys and show them to the wrestlers, you can go to our wrestling school. Like, what the hell? Wrestling
Oh,
school?
wow.
Like,
Wow.
wrestling school? Seriously? And honestly, I'm very was like not sure. Do I really want it? Do I not? Like it's look painful. I like to watch it. So and kind of back and forward was going to me like almost for half of a year. So I was
Wow.
like found out about the organization UVA in summer. Like summer, autumn, I was just like a regular viewer.
Yeah.
And in the middle of December, like let's go to the first training. Like I still remember my friends used to call me like, see how I like some amazed how well I come along because I don't even how to make a just roll. I'm a big guy, like not a big. I'm the heaviest from my person, and it's kind of make a little bit hard to work with me and with my partner to kind of pick me up on all those moves. Yeah, and from December, my training was like three months, and after
Wow.
3 months, in the beginning of the spring, like it was, still remember the day, the 15th of March was my first like debut run. Honestly, it was horrible. It was a horrible mess until the point we go to the ringside and we start just wailing, hitting everyone and just smacking to the this protection barrier. After that, we come up from the fight. Like I was scared. My opponent that was also debuting was scared, but the friends that was in a gorilla position on the second floor said it was amazing. You have this much wrestling in your match, but it was enough to fire up the crowd. And from this point onward, I just become a regular part of this organization on every show uh, from the spring until this summer. Or this,
Wow.
yeah, to the middle of summer. So until the power and still I'm wrestling in this for the federation.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of sorry to interrupt you, to kind of
Okay.
like still relive your childhood memory lost in teenage adult years and still regain kind of what was making you alive. like then.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
I in my teenage years I was trying to kind of steal some fighting sport. Like I was training in kickboxing, so I have background in kickboxing 2 years. And honestly, it's kind of not a very good idea to have some experience in fighting sport when we're trying to make a show. Because on a previous show, a little bit too much force was taken to my punches, and I hurt my friend. I still sorry to him if he will be seeing this video. I'm still sorry, Max. I don't want it, but the show needs some sacrifices. So yeah. Okay.
Oh my Lord. How do I say sorry in Ukrainian?
Wybacz.
Vubach.
Yeah, you're right.
Good. Okay, next question is, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly? And what would you do?
Invisible or flight?
Yeah.
If we're talking about just normal life, I would like prefer flying because I'm living in the 8th floor. It will be much easier to came just from the window, from the street, not just waiting to go inside, trying to go up the elevator. And because like every night we have some missile drones attacks, unfortunately, so
I know.
just easier to get came down from my window if I could fly and go to some safety place or even save someone. Like still syndrome of superhero, why not? Or main
And
hero.
you're a wrestler, you're a superhero, so you can be able to fly and save anyone.
I would not say like a super. Yeah, you have a vibe on the ring in front of the crowd. You have a vibe of the superhero, but you still. I'm trying to pull me down. Like I'm still a human. I'm just a human. I'm just performing for a crowd. So not
Don't be modest, okay? Don't be modest. It's okay. You're a superhero. Right.
Still humble.
If you could fly anywhere in the world right this moment, right now, where would you fly if you had a superpower?
Probably it will be three places like that I know from the game GTA San Andreas. It was like Los Angeles, Miami, and probably San Francisco.
Okay.
And Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Miami. These four places.
But you can fly just to one place, all of them.
Only one place, Miami.
Miami? Okay.
Yeah. I know it's maybe like over a very popular place, but still I want to like to try it because I never been abroad. So for me it will be like a new experience.
I see. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Hey, Andrew, next question is, oh, good question. What was your favorite part about school?
I would like to crack a joke like it's ending. But okay, let's kind of further why. For me personally, school is not the greatest place. I was being bullied as a child, and all this time that I was in school is for me a torture in some way or another. So I don't really like to remember school. It was a fun experience because I found out my friends, but I still get in handle. But I really don't really like to remember this part of life, like this 9 years that I was in school.
I see. And how the opportunity for you to become a teacher came along?
Actually, a good question. Opportunity came to me also randomly, like the wrestling, like just a normal job application. I was like, my main point is to find something online because I'm tired of being connected to some place. I just want to work from online and to more audience, to kind of more in mental, like more mental work, not the physical work, because I'm very tired of that shit after some night shifts. That was like was greatest dream to find something that I work from home or from any different place in the world and still have a money. So and after that, like it was online and still come the teacher part. Like okay, it's kind of 2-in-1 proposition. Why not?
I see.
The first lessons was hard, really. I have kind of a special, like I would like to say, I have kind of a diploma of like I can teach because of some psychologists. Like we have kind of like child, like we have as basic psychology, basic understand how to teach, but
Uh,
not that in depth. So for me, it was hard to kind of figure out how to do this, how to do that, and also how to work with adults, how to work with children. I'm very glad for my colleague, that for my friend, and after that, a colleague that introduced me to this child teaching.
I
So
see.
it was amazing. So yeah.
Very good.
So for
Two
me,
point.
school was
Yeah,
not so much, but adulthood, I still become a teacher to be a more better person to kind of teach how to not be that type of bullies.
I like that. I really like that. It's like you navigating through life. As you have a hard time at school growing up, and suddenly life said, "Okay, let me introduce him to that for him to somehow make a difference and understand a little bit more and show that you can be in a safe place at school." And I understand your point. I have so many interviews here, and people they literally didn't like school at all because they had a hard time, literally like bullies and situations like that. And I think you just lose interest, because you don't want to go to a place where you don't feel happy, you don't feel like you are learning, you are just being hurt. And I think understanding for you to be able now be the other side as a teacher, I'm sure you'll find better way. I'm sure your students they love you for sure, for sure.
It depends, actually depends. Like from one side, you want to give them as best as you can to learn, understand, to teach, to kind of explain everything. And from the different side, there's a person who is learning, like lazy, don't really want to do, don't really want to listen, and all this stuff. In some cases, I like to joke around. Like sometimes with I have a more easier working day with kids than with adults.
I see. Okay, two questions left.
Good. Let's go.
How do I say two questions left in Ukrainian?
Залишилось два запитання. Залишилось два запитання.
The beginning Ashlaz
Залишилось
Zalechelos. Uau!
два
Dupla
запитання.
Zapetania.
Good. That was
Hey! Let's do it. Right, before the next question, let's go back again to your teaching career. Back in Brazil, when I started studying English, I couldn't say the word "nice to meet you." Nice to meet you. I couldn't say it. For some reason. I was training, I was trying, and it was even hard to say "nice to meet you" too. My question for you is: through your career, did you realize that based on your language, what's the most difficult maybe words or way that Ukrainian they find difficult to when they are learning English? There is for you that some words or some ways that is difficult for you to pronounce or to learn?
okay. Well, I not don't have like such a sure answer to this, but probably some words like participate, like prescription, like this PR sound.
Okay,
Probably some sociable. We have even the meme in Ukrainian, like on one TV show. I would like to refer to TV show, like some kids trying to learn this word sociable, but he was like doing it so incorrectly, like it was becoming a joke, like sociable. It sounded like. So yeah, this word was also, and yeah, probably it. Something like with PR, prescription, and sociable.
right,
So those
right.
two words, like it's one of the not one of the hardest, like it's difficult for our Ukrainians to pronounce
I
sometimes.
see, I see. Okay. Next question is: what do you think is a good age to start dating and why?
Personally, I think as mature you are, like if you think if you can take responsibility for your partner,
Mhm.
that's age for you. Like
Yeah,
um, if you know like you don't have enough psychological maturity, like financials, is you probably don't have to do it. Like
yeah,
if we're talking about specifically by age, I think just right after 20 years. Like it's my personal take. Like because you're not that much of a child, you don't have maybe that a lot of sugar dreams about this one love, one and forever love. So just my point of view, like this, you need to mature physically, psychologically, and have money, and have a skill to learn how to make money. So kind of these 3 points.
Very good. And how do you see the dating life in Kyiv? Do you think it's easy to go on a date, or people prefer to use the apps? How do you see that?
Okay. Let's take my take. Like, I don't date. I don't go on a dates.
Uh-huh.
So I don't have a girlfriend. Let's talk
Uh-huh.
about. If we're talking about in general by this question, probably right now in Ukraine, we also like to joke, like, you can go to a date, but on a date will not come a girl, but two military guys that draft you to the front lines. So it's
Oh,
kind of
sweet.
hard if we're talking about face to face. I would like to prefer on app or like some like, but it still need to be very careful. Like, a lot of jack of all trades and a lot of person that's not there really can be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So it depends. Well, I personally prefer still risking, but still out like one-on-one conversation in real life. Because
It's
you are you. Because in internet you can be whatever you want, but in reality,
totally, totally agree with you. I think it's not better way to see someone face to face for you to get an idea and to get the vibe of the person as well. Yeah.
yeah.
Last question. Let's do it. Okay, but before the last question, tell me, through your career as a wrestler, tell me a moment that you're never gonna forget. That's for you, always I'm gonna have a special place in your heart.
Okay. So let's kind of summarize everything. I'm still learning. I'm still kind
Yeah,
of a newcomer.
of
I don't
course.
have that much experience on my belt. But if we're talking about the shows and a moment about this, like first moment that I figure out that is Ukrainian wrestling, that's one of the memorable one.
Yep.
Second, that I see that guy was in a promo, like he was like a bad guy, was playing a bad guy. Uh, Third moment, probably my debut, because amount of
Wow.
press and amount of like last minute miracle to figure out who you are. You will do this.
Yeah.
And after all this brainstorming, just came down to Andrew Bear. So kind of, and I was like, from this the word bear, I just tried to build my overall character like bear, like druid with bear skin, with all this hard strikes and so on and so forth. My memorable moment number 2, 3, 4. It will be probably the match with my friend who was a lot longer in wrestling, like, but he didn't debut, and we make the banger first opener match. Like everyone was exceptional. Like it was the crowd, our trainers, social media was crazy about it. Like everyone was posting clips and moves from that. So it was amazing. And probably, if we're talking about this, like, that's it. Like, for me, uh, more moments about how we make the show, not about the show in general. Like
Yeah.
all these bits and bits. Like tomorrow, we was like with whole crowd who can, after work, go to the place where we have a ring to disassemble it to go to the new place, because tomorrow we'll have some show on open air to also be one of the greatest, one of the biggest show that our promotion have. So
Wow.
for me, it's like that. Like, and especially, I'm very thankful. It's like not about the question. Thankful for the connection that I have for friends that I meet during this.
Uh,
Like, because we live in a world of two face. Like on one side you can this, on one side you can another. In
yeah.
wrestling, you can be as bad as character, as the nastiest character on the ring, but in real life can be a nest and the kindest person. But what I can see among my friends. So yeah.
Totally. Amazing.
So let's emphasize what I say. First, when I meet. Second, then my personal debut. Third was meeting my trainer. And fourth, match with my friend.
My God, I love you're such a teacher. The way you said, okay, let's memorize everything, and you went one by one. I love it.
It,
It's a
it's it's
proper
it's a
teacher.
behavior. It's habit. It's habit kind of to
I love it.
simplify and take the main points.
I love Andrew. I love it. Okay, last question is, what hurt your feelings?
Oh, it came in a curveball to me like this. Let's return to the question of the relationship. If we're talking about the hurt or pain, it's probably one of the first might try to make some relationship, because like before you get hearts get okay, start to forget the words. Before you land hardly on the ground, like from all these clouds, like the love is this, love and that. My personal experience was that I was really loving one girl, uh, but she didn't like me, and it was very hurt me in that case. And after that, I was trying to like fix some gears in my head, like what can get wrong? Can I do this? I still trying to make some relationship, but after some period of time, I'd like, yeah, fuck, I give up because I'm still not mature physically and not psychologically, and I don't have that amount of income like that I have. I just also said in the previous of your question. So for me, it's getting hurt like to see their real relationship and real situationship that can occur among the different sexes, if I can say it like this. So for
I
me, it's
see.
kind of like to shatter these pink glasses inwards.
I see. The right person would come in the right time, trust me, and you see like, wow. Yeah, it's always like that. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Yeah, for sure, go.
Let's start with fear.
Something dark with big teeth, with
Okay.
big red eyes and with teeth. Teeth.
One word for money.
Dollars.
Family.
Mother.
Life.
Tree. A big, huge tree. To be more specific, the chestnut tree, like with Greek tree, because I was had in my home where it was my parents was living.
Okay. One word for sex.
Betrayal.
Okay. Life.
Sunshine.
Love.
Loyalness.
Religion.
Because of I'm from the religious family, Jesus. Why not?
Okay. Politics.
Zelensky.
Oh, sweet. Friendship.
Andrew, like the first friend that I ever meet. Andrew also have the same name that is as me.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. One word for desire.
Goal, like this very like the castle that stands on a hill, and you in the bottom of that. It's still the goal, desire you want to.
Regret.
Dog.
Success.
Success. A business costume, a very fine costume.
Wish.
Too fairy.
Happiness.
Oh. Flower and green grass.
One word for Kyiv.
Kids.
Kyiv. The
Of-
capital of Ukraine. Kyiv.
Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. Loud, but loud freedom. I would kind of emphasize this.
Okay. One word for Ukraine.
Independence, like still like strong strength.
One word for teacher.
Father, a father figure.
Wow. And the last one now, wrestling. One word.
How would I like how I have a lot of this words.
One word.
Comics, cartoonish like a style.
Okay. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend. Define Andrew in one positive word and one negative word only. What your best friend would say about you?
If a positive word, kind, loyal, always helping. In negative, lazy. Lazy. Sometimes lazy and sometimes very like to be offensive on some very small stuff.
I see.
Offended of a small stuff. Yeah, that's
Actually, just remember now when I had the interview with your friend from look, he lives in Spain.
yeah.
Um,
Jake.
Jake. He said the same as well. Will, I'm very lazy. I remember. I remember he saying that. So funny. Right, let's play now, Andrew and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Andrew, you can ask me a question now.
So, where was the camera of idea, like interviewing strangers around the world?
Wow, great question. You know, 2020, when the world went upside down because of the COVID, yeah? I
Mhm.
was already thinking before that. I was already thinking to do to create a YouTube channel where I could connect with people, I could express myself, I could let people express themselves as well without any judgments. Yeah, but I didn't know what I could do. I was like, oh my god, I want to do something different, something unique, something that I can be my truly self. But of course, you know, as you know, there are so many people around the globe very creative. They have so many ideas. You know, there's so many beautiful ideas around there, and I just want to do something that I could be my truly self. Here in England, during the COVID, you could leave the house once a day for exercise outside in the park, like for a run. It could be 1 hour out of your house. So I was going for a run every evening, like I was going for a run. And one of those runs, Andrew, this idea came along.
Oh,
I'll remember the moment, I'll remember the place, because I was running, and suddenly the idea appeared and I stopped for a minute. It was so powerful. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create some questions. I'm going to research some questions and I'm going to invite random people around the globe to see their point of view, their opinion, you know, and they can express themselves as well. So yeah, that's how the idea came along through a run in the park.
after London Park. Okay. Okay, and how it was to starting up all this interview? Because it was I probably it was a hard like just to meet a stranger. What do you want? Why this interview?
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
channel?
In the
How it
beginning,
was? How the first interview was? Or
okay, so
what people was
I'm,
there?
okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna share with you the very first day of when I started the interview. I had
Mm-hmm.
5 interviews in the first day, literally five
Yeah.
interviews, with of course with people who I knew it because I didn't have the website, I didn't have information. I was starting. So imagine if I invite you right now the way I invited you and without any content, you'll be like, is this real? People sometimes they still think that I'm not real anyway. So when I started, it was more difficult because people they didn't know. They thought, oh my God, who is this crazy guy invite me for interview? The magic box, and I don't understand what's it about anyway. So it was quite hard. So when I started, I had 5 interviews during the in the first day, of course, with 4 friends who I knew. The first one was a French from he lives in France. The second one was a friend who lives in London. Actually, he passed away, sadly.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I know. The memory is always gonna be there. But anyway, he passed away. So this one from England. The third one was a friend of mine. She lives in Miami, but she's from England. The fourth one was a friend. He's French, but he lives in California. He lives in San Francisco. And the last one, fun fact. The last one. So I was so excited about it was the first day. I was my God. When I look for the very first interviews, it's so funny to see how you learn, you keep learning, and I'm still learning. And so, fun fact: I invite a random person, this person accepted, yeah, and it was an amazing interview, and I was so excited because he didn't know me, I didn't know him, and he accepted the invitation. But guess what happened?
What? What happened?
I because I was so nervous, excited, all the same times, I forgot to press to record the interview. Can you imagine? Oh
That's
my God.
unfortunate.
I know, and it was the only one who it was a new person that I didn't know, and I forgot. Oh my God, I couldn't forgive myself. And with that, you never made it again. The interview, I felt so bad. Like, oh dear, I felt so bad. Anyway, that's why when I send the request, he straight away I press recording because I'm scared to forget. Because when I start talking, I get very excited with my guest, and sometimes I'm scared to forget it again. So yeah, so that's how it started. Like on the first day, I had 5 interviews. And before I started doing the interview in June, and I launched the show in October. Before I started the show, I already had over 100 interviews like ready. Can you imagine? Yes. So it was like crazy, and I'm still enjoying the same as well as the first. Every interview I do, I feel like it's the first one because I get so excited and you have no idea. So it's a beauty for me when I'm here doing the interviews. So yeah, that's my answer for you.
Okay, good. So, by the question that I ask you right now, do you remember like a best interview I already told about? Maybe can you remember the worst interview that you received or what you take from person and why it was so bad? Do you?
I don't. Yes, I've been asked this question already. There's no worse interview because I got all of the interviews. They were different, yeah. But I would say wasn't the worst, but was very interesting. An interview that the person was doing it. I think this person didn't realize how the format of the show was because that's before even launched the show, even start like it was on YouTube. I explained everything. We started doing the interview. In the middle of the interview, I realized that the person maybe didn't understand much the format. Maybe the person just wanted to make a joke or something. And we stopped in the middle of the interview because I just asked, "Are you okay? Are you?" And this person, I couldn't understand much the person. So I think we couldn't connect, we couldn't realize, and I think the person
Mhm.
maybe did understand the format of the show. But it wasn't the worst because I'm glad I went through that because I learned, and it made me learn as well. But I don't think it was the worst interview because all the interviews here, they're different. Even if some question, of course, they repeat sometimes, but of course, it's a different answer. So yeah, that's the whole journey about the Magic Box. Did you enjoy
Okay.
the interview?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. About I want to say like don't interrupt you about this friend that you don't hit record. I think in that point of life, in that moment, it was a very good lesson for you to kind of
Absolutely, yeah.
to relieve this moment once and for all, not to keep.
Totally. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I totally agree. I took as a it was very hard for me to take it. However, I took as a positive thing because it's good that I went through that because now I watch myself now and I learned the lesson as well. So yeah.
So I think that was more than enjoyable interview. What can I say?
Thank you so much, Andrew. Thanks so much for taking the time. Thanks for being so kind and sweet. Nowadays we are so busy with our own lives, and when someone take their time for us, it's precious. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate for you to be here, able to share your passion about wrestling, about your career as a teacher as well. And here is the main thing: it's about express ourselves the best we can.
Yeah.
Before we go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Try to not overthink everything that you come across. Take it
Mhm.
as a just a blank card, blank poster, blank idea, because not everyone was really in conscious what they're doing and what they're saying. Just be more relaxed and not take something that serious.
Amazing. Very good.
So
Thank you,
thank you for your
thank you
time.
so much. And I see you in Kyiv one day, okay? I see you in Kyiv one day. Take care. Have a good
One day.
night.
Good
Bye.
night. Bye
Take
bye.
care. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye. See you next time.